And I've just noticed the big sword that Tanhan has started building has turned into a great big airship. It's looking pretty cool though. I mean, steampunk wise, that's looking pretty cool. This corner now is starting to develop out nicely, which looks good. I'm glad. I've got three more builds to do on the bridge, and then I'm starting to work around and around behind that and coming around to meet it. But for now, look at that, just parked between the two massive trees. Looks pretty cool. There's still a lot to do by the looks of it. He's still like halfway by the looks there. So we'll keep monitoring what he's doing on there. Tanhan's a good builder. He's obviously working off some sort of build design that he's got from somewhere. And he's making a bits up himself, no doubt, adding some modded blocks in, just the same as I do with the schematic mod over here. But that's looking pretty cool. I like the look of that. I guess it's a bit better than a sword sticking out the tree. We'll see what you can do with the rest of it, see how it all develops over the course of time. But I've been a little bit busy. I've not been here too often because I've been playing on the Utopia Wars server, and we've just about done with that. I think you will see the episode tomorrow is a bit of a finale for the Utopia Wars. But I've been working on this thing over here while I've been here on Utopia, and I think it's looking pretty good. It's basically the same as the schematic, except I've changed up a few blocks. I've put in some of those wattle and daubs instead of the wool, and I've put in some red clay instead of wool there, and I've added a few bits of balconies and bits and pieces here and there just to add to it as I needed space. Let's go and have a look and I'll show you all about it. It's all about apple trees, that one. All about apples at the minute and booze. And let's just grab a few of these while I'm down here. There's quite a lot of apples still growing and just sort of dropping around on the floor, and my little idea for these Growthcraft apples to drop from the ceiling has worked. It took quite a bit of doing to get them in the right place. There's no way of beating it. You've got to plant apple saplings in order to make it work. Let's head on up this way. The kitchenette got finished up kitchenette from last episode. Looked quite cool. I've even got a little Mr. Crayfish's Furniture Mod TV up there for sitting down, having a bit of a watch of telly in your little kitchen area. It's pretty cool, having a bit of a meal, watching telly. Yep. And I've brought up some of the stuff, and I've got some bits and pieces in here. That one, yeah, some salad stuffs and things for making and preparing food in the kitchenette. We're not going to do much more on that just yet, though. I'm going to keep playing with that every now and again. Come so, zombie trophy. Just fell from the sky, apparently. I don't know. And not much more upstairs has happened. It's this build here, really, that I've done the most on. Dripping water adds to the feel of the place, I suppose. Yeah. Right, so upstairs we've got all this filled out. Before I showed you it with just the oak woods, showing all the beams and stuff, which the sort of random pattern of wood sort of feels cool. I like it. I had to add this bit in though because I needed a bit of a fire pit. I'll show you that now upstairs. Needed a bit of a fire pit. Jaded ladders from Open Blocks. They are awesome because now I got this like platform where I can just carry on going on that. Up here, let me show you this first before I show you the floor I'm just on. We'll go up here. This is like the roof of the place, and most of these leaves, most of them are those Growthcraft apple leaves that grow apples. And so the apples will just ripen and fall onto the floor, and then the hopper will grab them and drag them away. Sort of gets stuck a bit on there, but I'm not worried about the odd apple being lost. Most of the way around, apples are getting sucked in. Yeah, most of it. It's not a big deal to lose some apples, because it's just more for aesthetics rather than functionality. If I really wanted an apple farm, then I would grow oak trees in a Mine Factory Reloaded setup and get tons of apples that way. Or just go to my AE system and grab the thousands of apples we've already got from the oak tree farm. So the vacuum hopper goes down into a chest. I'll put a load of marble covers on the floor to make it look a bit more sterile for the apples to drop onto the floor, make it look a bit better. Looks like I missed a plate there, and I could probably do with something on the corners, but messing about with it at some point later. This was an original balcony. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll probably plant something here. Maybe plant another tree or something and remove that light. I don't know yet. We'll figure that one out. But this is like the attic space, just growing apples, and the apples then come into the chest there. And then from the chest, I've got a little Buildcraft extraction system just to bring them down the stone transport pipes into the chest. And you get a fairly regular supply while I'm online here. Which is pretty good. Here one comes now. There we go. Just nice and steady. It's just a steady production down into there. Let's take a few of these apples out. And then I've also got another little one here, which was sort of a failed attempt to grow trees on this level as well. I only really got a couple of successes, so I left them there as sort of like a bit of a, I don't know, bit of an archway with some leaves and stuff at the top. Looks okay. And this place is starting to flesh out as I start to figure out the Growthcraft mod. So what do I do with the apples? Let's start there. Apples in the fruit press makes young apple cider, and as a byproduct of bone meal. We like that. Let's get a bucket or 3, and you just right click with the bucket, you get experience, and you get a bucket full of cider, and then it starts refilling again. Pretty cool. And then you take that young apple cider and you put it into fermenting barrels. Now these 2 barrels are just for storage, and they're currently both full. Young apple cider, fresh from fruit press. So I bring it and I put it here and dump it there. And then put everything else up in this section. The next stage for Growthcraft is fermenting. So this little ferment barrel has 2 little icons here. And it's pretty much the same as vanilla brewing. You've got a redstone netherwort and a glowstone netherwort. I don't believe I can do redstone and glowstone at the same time. So the first one I do just netherwort, which is that one. Take that out. It's quite a long fermentation process as well. This has taken quite a long time to become fermented extended apple cider with redstone. And this one's been quite a while doing the potent with glowstone. But I brought some supplies over just so that I've got a bit over here for when I need it. And some netherwort. A bit of a netherwort farm just out here on the balcony to keep plenty of netherwort supplies in without having to go back home to the base. And then you take glass bottles, and you'll use the glass bottles to pick it out of, and take bottles of bottling the cider. Let's keep right clicking until we run out of. There we go. So now there's nothing left there, and I've got this apple cider fermented extended. So that's 9 bottles of cider from 1 barrel. Not too bad, not too bad. And that should give me 1 there, yeah. So then I can take some more from over here. Yep. And then put that into there as well. I think it's like 3 buckets. Yeah, something like that. Let's take 1 out of there as well. It's annoying that it keeps moving off the hotbar like that. Right, so now I've got those in there, and I would just grab some netherwort and let that slowly ferment. I could take it from the fermented barrel and move it across and then add redstone. That would probably be a better plan. Take this fermented cider and move it on, so I've just got 1 for netherwort, 1 for adding redstone, 1 for adding glowstone. But for now, this will do just the way it is. It's a nice steady process, and all I'm doing really is then collecting the ciders and putting them to one side. They sort of have potioned effects, so this has absorption for 4 minutes. I'm not sure what absorption does, so you guys can potentially leave that in the comments for me. Let me know what absorption does. Oh, that's as far as it'll auto-click in. So I'm getting a little collection of cider. That's potent. I think that gives us for absorption 2. There we go. So that one's absorption 1 for 60% chance of tipsy, and that's absorption for 4 minutes. This one's absorption for only 45 seconds, but it's absorption 2. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what I've discovered so far with the Growthcraft apple cider press and stuff. And I've not figured out a good way of automating yet. I tried a bit of piping, Buildcraft piping, but it seems you've got to use clicking buckets onto the fruit press to get it out, and clicking buckets onto the apple cider barrels in order to put it in and take it out. So it's a lot of clicking with buckets. But when one barrel yields this much apple cider, I can do that a few times. In this fermentation process takes a while, but well, I can be doing other things around here. There's quite a lot of growing apples that's coming down, and then I can do lots of pressing the apples. We can have lots of automation by hand. Call it manual work. Yeah. I was thinking about having some sort of Thorncraft golems walking around here doing stuff. Maybe taking apples from there and putting apples into here. I don't know if it's possible yet. We'll have a look at that some other time and see what we can do. And I've just started looking into some other aspects of Growthcraft. This fire pit here that I made, it's just some netherrack with a fire on it to give this brew kettle its flame. That's the only way. It's like well, like a magic cauldron, I guess. You put it over the top and brew kettle it up. And water, you just right-click water buckets onto there. So I could take a water bucket from one of these barrels. There we go. They're useful for something. And put it in there. And then that water will make the wheat, ferment the wheat and brew it down into unhopped young ale. And then I can take the young ale from there, like so, and it'll start making some more. So it'll turn the water and wheat into ale and give me a bone meal extras. Bone meal, yeah. And then there's another section here, which is, this is ale no hops. So let's put that into there, actually. Yeah, it needs one more in there. There we go. So this is ale unhopped, young, can't ferment. So I guess the fermentation barrels will hold them, but they don't actually need them. Because this actual ale, which I haven't got yet because I haven't got any hops in the kettle, is basically you do the water and wheat to brew hops, ale no hops, and then you take the ale no hops with hops and make ale into that one. So here, this switch button, I'm guessing, is a switch to the other side of the brew kettle. And then if I add hops, I'll have the ability to ale with hops to make ale. I think that's how it sounds. I think that's how the wiki sort of tells me, and how the mod makers put it into their forum post. So I'm going to work on that a bit more. I need to find hops and how to use hops and all that sort of stuff to make ale from it. But you can bottle this, I'm guessing, from here. Let's see if we can bottle it now. Let's take a single bottle here and see if we can fill it up. Yeah, we can. So we've got ale unhopped young. It doesn't seem to have any effects whatsoever. But there you go, it's in there. We got some. Put the wheat back, and I've got some more buckets and water and stuff up there as well. And I got my little wheat field just out here, which is the dripping I get down at the bottom there. It's just little things like this that I can just come and manually do. It's going to end up that I'm not going to do it much at all. I don't need this sort of stuff. It's more for cool aesthetics. So it's a functioning place, and if I can automate it with golems, then I think that'll be cool as well. I'll do that. Let's put all this back in here, and I've got a place for the bone meal up there for if I need to bone meal anything around here. I've also been looking into the booze mod, and let's get some of the wheat. Where did I put the wheat? I put the wheat down here. The booze mod, I think it's a little bit out of date with what the forum post is. Oh, I've already got wheat in. Because the said make a barrel, made a barrel, put wheat in it and water in it, which is just right-clicking on the water barrel until it fills up, and put water in it. You can also get in these things, which is pretty funky. You can get in them, and you can jump up and down on grapes, apparently. I haven't got any grapes yet, but that's something. and squash grapes, and you can also take leather boots and wash dye off leather boots by right-clicking on them like you can a water cauldron. I think you can do it with a water cauldron in vanilla. But this is not really functioning. I've even tried putting charcoal in it to heat up the water, and no progress starts whatsoever. I've tried all of this and water, and nothing seems to be doing anything. So I don't know. Click transfer, nothing works. I don't know how this booze barrel is working right now. I've followed the stuff on the forum post by, I think his name's Riddick. I've also made the brew pot and the distillery and all of that side of things, and I'm not sure how all of that works yet. So I'm doing research into the booze mod, so I'll keep you informed with that. I like the way the barrels look, though. These look pretty cool barrels. So I'll put some barrels underneath some leaves to make it some like sort of plant, some planty thing over here. But what I really want to do is go and find some hops and things like that, and try and find some more bits and pieces for the mod to get going on, and try and do some more bits of building around here as well to make it look good. I've been collecting some more nodes, so I've got the 4 now, and I've been recharging my wands up. But there's things that I want to get on with, and things that I want to do that I can't really do right now. I'm going to have to go exploring. I'm going to have to go and do some big exploring. I want to find the Growthcraft bees. Growthcraft bees are one thing I want to do. And I also want to get myself so that I can get some straw golems. So I'll start researching straw golems and do some golemancy to see how I can make the golems interact with all of the Growthcraft ins and outs, because they can carry buckets and they can refill things. I know you can refill water cauldrons because I used to use them for that before. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. Now I'm back on Utopia virtually full time. That's something I want to work on. But I want to go out and do a bit of exploring in forest areas, because I want to try and find a beehive from Growthcraft. And apparently the beehive is only available in forest biomes. Now, in this dimension, I don't know if any of these physically count as forest biomes, because these biomes are well, they're special better biomes, or yeah, they're new biomes that don't necessarily have the forest config. So I've got to try and find something around here that's a beehive that isn't a normal beehive. I don't need a forestry beehive. I'm looking for little yellow beehives up in the trees. And apparently you should be able to hear bees and stuff first off. So I'm going to have a bit of a wander around later on, I guess, to try and find them. Because this is like a birch forest by the looks of it. So maybe there's something around here. Hopefully they've generated. Hopefully it's generated somewhere. But just before I quit out for now, let's go and have a look at something else that I started. I used some of those fishing nets that we had from Growthcraft to do auto fishing for you. Planted a few down here underneath this. Do you like the extra bit of foliage and stuff that we've got on this place now? It's looking pretty cool, isn't it? I like it. Right, down this side, I think it was. Yeah, here we go. These are quite amazing, right? These little fish nets, I think that's what they're called, aren't they? Fish traps. Here we go, look. So this fish trap has caught me 64 raw fish, a power 2 bow, 7 name tags, a bone, and some bowls. I mean, that's silly. I haven't emptied these yet, but I've been watching their progress. This one's another stack, a couple more bows, a fishing rod, and a lily pad. It's almost like they just give you everything that's part of fishing these days in Minecraft, and just give you a ton of stuff from it. That fish trap's done, that fish trap's done, that fish trap's done. So we're just emptying them out quickly just to see what I get. And that one, some tripwires, awesome. I just made some tripwires to make some things for stopping them stacking together. Look at it, I'm full up on inventory already with all this stuff. Let's throw some boots away. Keep the saddles, throw the sticks, keep the fish. Tripwires, we'll have those. Get rid of the flesh, get rid of that. Get some more fish. Well, let's get rid of string. We could do without that. I mean, look at my inventory full of stuff already. Boots can go, that can go. Get the more fish. Another water bottle, another enchanted book. Doesn't say what's on enchantments. Well, let's get the enchanted books and have a look. And get rid of some bones. I don't really need the water bottles or the string. Let's just empty them out for now and see what we got. More fish coming in already. It's almost like vanilla fishing now, this is. Without actually doing the fishing, which is cool. So, what do we got on the books? Let's see. Do I right-click to find out? No. I'll put it onto a... Put it onto an anvil, probably, then, do I? Okay, let's have a look. See if I've got an anvil. I don't think I've got an anvil here, actually, because I haven't made an anvil here. But I'm pretty sure I've got an anvil back at home. Let's go and have a quick look back at home. And wandering upstairs. Get an anvil out. I could potentially do with an anvil over here, couldn't I? Let's head back. Back to the overworld. Hey, hi, zombie. Two of you? What are you all doing around here? Let's have a look. See what it shows us. Does it show us anything? No. I don't know where it comes from or what it does then. I guess I'll just put them on the shelf until I figure them out and sort them out. Just put them on this shelf over here. Why not? There we go. So we've got those just sitting up over here, out the way. You guarding the XP bushes. Awesome. There was another thing that I wanted to do while I'm exploring, so let's grab that while I'm here as well. We want a safari net. A reusable one would be nice. That's got an Earth Guardian in it. That's got an Air Guardian in it. It's got Mutant Creature Zombie in it. That's not going to work, because we don't have Mutant Creature Zombies anymore. Let's hope that doesn't crash the system if I use that. There's a couple there, so let's get 2 of these, right? And you'll see what I'm using these for in a minute. Let's just dump all of this stuff into there out the way. I'll keep the bowls because I'll use those. I'll throw the name tags and the saddles away though. I don't really need those. And the tripwire hooks, I'll throw those away for now. And the lily pads for now as well. And the apple, why not? But I'll keep the other stuff on me and head back over to the Age of Steam. And I'm going to do a bit of exploring. So I will catch you in a moment, guys, when I've found something interesting to show you. Hopefully I'll find lots of cool stuff. Alright, be right back. Well, here's something weird looking. It's a tree. It's got jungle leaves on it. And it's got this tile null name Pam's Harvest Craft thing. It doesn't cut with an axe very easily. But when it breaks, it gives us a cinnamon. Which is useful for making... Well, I can make a cinnamon sapling. I can use it to make ground cinnamon, baklava, cakey type thing, large meal, and some custard and things like that. So, well, I've got some of that now. I'll probably make something of it a bit later on, make a jungle tree sapling and so on. But it's tough to break because it doesn't sort of register that you've got an axe. It'll grab those ones, yeah. That'll do. Silk touch some of that. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking around still. I've just been past the village over here. Just come away through the forest here. Check this forest. Come check this wetland biome. I'd expect this forest over here to actually yield something. Been to the village to see if I can find the villager that I'm looking for. And now I'm sort of heading back up and out through places that I haven't been for a while to go and find some more forests. So... yeah, best keep looking. I found him. I found you. How you doing, villager? You are the fermented cider villager. Oh yeah. I wanted to find one. I saw on the wiki that they had special villagers for this booze. What? Yes. So now I've got him. Oh, I also picked up a cricket just for sound effects around the place. So now I've got him, I can do some, well, not really trading with him necessarily, just, Sorry, horse. Oops, sorry, horse. Yeah, yeah, beg your pardon. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Now I've got that, I can head back to base. I have been looking through all the forests on the map. Let's get out of here quickly, up on top of here. Villagers. Well done, villagers. Well done. Help you feel proud of yourselves. Let's see. I'm over at that village that's just not far away from the Age of Steam base that I've got. I've explored all the way up and around and over here. I've been all up in through this, and I can't see him anywhere. I can't see beehives from Growthcraft anywhere. So I'm going to be checking with Nicholas to see if the configs are right. Probably having a check in single player world to see how rare they actually are. That's some crazy crazy structures you got there, villagers. So I can't really do any more on that this episode, but we can get back to base and drop off the new villager to our nice little room for him to live in. I'm not going to do much, probably not going to trade with him much, but I might make a few trades just to see what comes after apple cider. See if there is anything that comes after the apple cider in his trades. I think I'm this way. I'm pretty sure I'm this way. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I know. I do miss the morph mod and being able to fly. That's another thing that I'm missing that we took out the pack. But we took it out of the pack ready for the Age of Adventure. And there's no point having a CTM map where you can just kill a bat and fly around everywhere and complete the map easy. That would just be pointless. Forest hives. Want a couple of these while I'm here? Yeah, why not? Grab some of them while I'm here. There we go. Alright, so I'll meet you back at base and we will end the episode over there, guys. Okay, catch you in a minute. Alright, so we're back. And the Master Brewer is with me. Let's get rid of this stuff now. Master Brewer Villager. Here we go. He shouldn't be able to get out anyway. That's what to check. He shouldn't be able to get out of here because of soul sand and then fences. So he shouldn't be able to get out that way. Shouldn't be able to jump onto the fire because of soul sand. With fences, should I say. And he shouldn't be able to get out here. So he shouldn't be able to get out of anywhere. He might be able to climb the ladder, but he's only going to come back down again. So, let's see. Hello. So you want a couple of emeralds for that. Should we quickly unlock the trade? Here we go. How are you, boy? Right, give me bottle of cider. Thank you. Give me particles. Yeah. Gimme. What do you got? Mead. Oh, okay. I'll have a bottle of mead as well, please. Something for the weekend. Yeah. Let's see what he's got next. Nothing. Come on. Do the trading. Come on. Don't just me. I was a villager for a day as well, you know. No, nothing. Right, give him another couple. Buy that trade again. Let's see if it works the same. Hopefully they've got more than just one trade. I reckon there was a list of it when I looked at it on the wiki. Yeah. Come on then. Take my money and give me mead. Oh, that's 3 times I've done your final trade now. You don't work like a normal villager. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Wait. What are you doing? Did you just decide you didn't want to trade with me anymore? You're going to hide your 3rd trade. What is it? Grape wine. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll have a couple of grape wine off you as well. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Should we drink some of this? Should we see what we got? Regeneration. Mead gives you regeneration. That's cool. Absorption, regeneration, and resistance. Okay then, time to get drunk before I wish you all farewell. So we've got the apple cider, which I've been growing over here myself, which is absorption. Ah, nom 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 nom. Oh, that looks like it's giving me extra couple of hearts down there. On top of my Tinker's Hearts, or instead of my Tinker's Hearts, depending. That may be a mod conflict. And mead. Oh, what's mead giving me? Regeneration for 2 minutes. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Having a bottle of mead for regeneration. And some grape wine. Ah, resistance. Wow, that's pretty cool effects, really. Potion effects off some beers. Chance to get tipsy, which is there. I'm tipsy now for a few minutes. What's it actually do to me, tipsy? I don't know what it does to me yet. It doesn't feel like I've got any adverse effects for being slightly tipsy. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can't climb a ladder. I fall off ladders. No, I can't see any effects. I can't see anything happening that makes tipsy an effect. There's no blurred vision or anything like that. Wonder what that could be then. And I'm done with being tipsy now. Oh well. I'm sure it'll become apparent. But one thing that this has given me an idea for is in the run-up to the Age of Adventure, having a tavern in the Age of Adventure, the Hall of Adventure, that serves alcohol. So you can buy alcohol before you go on your adventures. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe we need some ender chest technology to go from one ender chest at the tavern where you put your stuff in to the ender chest that you come out, so you can buy yourself some power boosts on the way in. I don't know how it'll work yet. We'll work on that. Age of Adventure's coming next, though, along with some other little bits and pieces that we've got planned on the Utopia³ server. So I hope you're feeling good about the new part of the Utopia³ server. We've got some new stuff coming. This is still going to be a project that I'm going to be working on, but I'm likely to do some adventuring and CTM maps as well. So if you have any CTM maps that you really favour in the forums right now, then bung some links down, well, at least let me know what they are, and I can try and see about including them on the Utopia³ server for the guys to play through. And if you're a CTM map maker yourself, well, same applies. Let us have a look. I'll have a fly around the map and see what it's like, and if it's any good, I will stick it in there for some of the Utopians to have a play with. Alright guys, I will see you next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and have a very good day, evening, or good night.